Hi, so this is just another update of the previous videos, and I keep mentioning my previous videos. I'm a target individual and experiment decent sport within this reality, and as I said, I'm updating as of late because I feel like, as I said within previous videos, that through consciousness projection, it's almost like these individuals can hook themselves into us and try to visually and auditory control the mind, where they can make it feel like it But it can make it feel like possession at times. But also with the involvement of technology and possession, as I mentioned, with remote neural monitoring and whole brain emulation with them controlling parts of the brain. But I'm also up there, and yeah, it's just another one of those days where they're trying to make me feel not right through visuals and auditory, trying to control the mind, my mind. And as I said, they're trying to make me feel highly abnormal now through these people that I reside with, not them all. And certain people within my residence, it's like they project themselves consciously to me every day. Our body jump or use on technology where they're always projecting themselves in my mind. It's another, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, that's them trying to wipe my mind of the feelings of self and what they've been doing over the past couple of years. And as I said, it's as I said, it's a battle every day to keep myself. And as I mentioned, these people that do this think of themselves as think highly of themselves, which in turn is what's happening is abnormal, and it's almost like today or it's like they're using demonic techniques to try and control me. Not just control me, they're just what they're doing to me at the minute is all day and this evening is demonic. And I mentioned in previous videos how they're using consciousness projection and technology, remote neural monitoring, whole brain emulation, and possibly possession. As I mentioned in previous videos, these humanity as it is a lie, because all these people that are doing this to me every day have are like the attributes. Like attributes, like in, as I mentioned, like it's shown in certain movies. Like I don't even need to name the movies, but you probably see what I'm trying to get at here with regards to like their bodies are made up of energies. These people within this reality that experiment on me since my birth, and there's certain all these individuals within this reality. They're in the bodies are built up of, as I said, different life forms, different elements within this reality. I remember saying that in a previous video, but it's like they're made up of energies, and they can use them energies to project, to try and it's whatever, for whatever reason they're experimenting on my soul, my consciousness and sport. But they can use these very techniques to of where they're attacking me. And it's like they're using all these very techniques and technology to mind wipe, but not just that, to use me as a game. And it's, as I said, it's like what they're doing now is, and what they've been doing, but it's getting worse. They're trying to using memory blocking and keeping in hypnotic states and conscious projection and body jumping, trying to, and technology where they're trying to visually control my mind and auditory control my mind. And it's like a collective hive mind, a collective consciousness connected to me. They're trying to control behavior, but not just control behavior, they're trying to control my belief systems. And not just belief systems, it's like they're trying to drive me into insanity, as I said in previous videos. But it's like I have stuff down here from before that I should go up, but it's like that it's either technology or where the soul jump into my body, projecting their brainwaves at me, or consciousness projection, but they can do this outside the body. But when they jump into my body, they can try to manipulate thoughts and visuals into my mind. But I think it's technology, or this form that I'm reading. As I said, they try to, as I mentioned in the previous videos, where they're not just attacking myself, and the person I've been for 34 years, where they're, as I said, trying to mind wipe. They're attacking people around me that I care about and trying to, not attacking them, but attacking, putting visuals of them in my mind that are coming from my mind. And I'm trying to control my feelings around it. And as I said, it's not just trying to protect myself every day. It's trying to protect my own existence that I have had for 34 years, but trying to protect people around me, people I care about. And it's because these life forms, I don't know what they are, apart from they associate themselves with colours, shadows, shades, or whatever, ghosts, where I see them as these black and white orbs when they come from physical to non-physical, but they're what's doing this to target individuals within this reality, where they call themselves humanity, but it's but they're like, they're all just different, possibly different life forms. I'm not sure, but they're all experimental, is what I'm trying to say, and I have been since my childhood. But not only that, they're trying to see what Brian Chu says a lot is true. It's like through the aspects I'm trying to say, whether it's body jumping or technology, and visually trying to control my mind and my emotions. They're it's like they're as I said, they're trying to make me feel like other people, trying to make me feel like people I don't like, and not just that, it's them trying to mess around with the self of myself through all these very techniques that I've mentioned. And they do it all day, every day. It's like, as I said, through my co-ed broadcast, I'll bed broadcast, attacking my mind, but also through consciousness projection, where they're as I said, every day attacking my mind And as I said, through so much attacks now, but lately when I'm getting up, everything, when I'm looking around, is all blurry and I'm getting severe headaches. But so I'm sitting here telling the truth. The only thing that worries me is that because everything I watch, everything I do, as I said, they're projecting it around visuals of other people. It's like, and then it's like they're working in a collective to try and control my soul into them trying to make me like, it's like they're trying to make me, it's where it's like they're memory robbing my past. And this is what they've been doing over the past couple of years, but it's like they're memory robbing. But also they're trying to make me feel, they're trying to associate me with they're trying to make me feel like myself, but it's like through emotional control and conscious and projection that they're trying to control my mind and make me where I can just feel the possession of them inside me, and it's not nice. I can feel them always trying to sort of trying to control. It's like as I said, they're using all these techniques, visuals, and everything to drive me into insanity. But they're also, they're also just, as I said, it's the evil within this reality, trying to use my mind as a game and try to mind wipe me. As I mentioned, how to use consciousness projection and body jumping and technology to play out where they're messing around with my belief systems that I had since a child. It's dehumanizing. See, as I said, with it, probably use remote neural monitoring as well as conscious projection, where they can look through my eyes. Remote viewing, as I just mentioned, everything I perceive they use it as a game by telepathically trying to get an auditory. Everything I look at, to create a game of it through by auditory content in my mind, where it's like, or the use of a satellite-based broadcast. These are just, as I said, I'm reading off stuff I was written down because they'll text that it's been ongoing all days. But they're trying to make me feel like myself, but it's where they're collectively connecting and trying to make me feel abnormal. This is 24 hours a day, as I said. They never let me feel, or never let me feel alone. I always want to be to feel the possession through visuals and auditory attack in my mind. And I got left a comment there today saying when a target individual is spiritual. It's not when your mind's been wiped. because any demonic evil could wipe another person's mind. And it's like that they're trying to feed off my soul to live as themselves inside me. And as I said, through the last 3 or 4 years, by conscious projection and trying to visually and auditory control my mind, as I said, it's not just taking a lot out of me, but they're trying to build up these belief systems where over the past couple of years I know what's going on, and I know what is going on out in public. They're making me feel like they're always trying to make me feel helpless by always attacking me. And this by always knowing that they're always experimenting on me. Because it's like these people live through their whole lives, so I believe anyway, in order to rob our soul. That's what they do. That's what I believe they do to target individuals anyway. Because that's what I feel like they're doing to me every day. Because it's gone through phases now of what they're doing, and through every phase, I'm getting, or I feel every day more and more confused, disoriented. Because they use all these very techniques where through microwave broadcasts, satellite based broadcast, attacking the mind and trying to control the emotions through consciousness projection. They'll be walking around trying to call me by other people's names and try to emotionally make me like it. And everybody's listening and this and not trying to help me. Because as I said in previous videos, I don't like what I'm experiencing anymore. How could I, when other people are trying to, or they're working at mind wiping and soul wiping and trying to take away the existence of self and severely, they're doing a lot of damage to me. Because every moment I'm living through is these life forms, whatever they are, trying to use my mind as they're trying to repower my mind, or reprogram my mind, and trying to create visuals in my mind the whole time of where the visuals aren't my own, and as I said, I just ignore them. These visuals were they're trying to, as I've said, through memory management, and they're trying to play around with my past and my present, but they're always trying to condition my mind or reprogram my mind with every aspect of behaviour I do. It's like behavioural control and trying to make me feel different, trying to drive me into insanity. But they're also attacking, as I said, people I care about with disturbing images. And it's all these life forms, as I said, the, where the, 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 where the You see, everything I do, it's definitely their entire soul rob within this reality. But these people also think that they think highly of themselves for doing this. But they're also, as I said, even when I tried to make this video, I try to speak the truth. You know, I just don't think they want me making videos anymore because they probably will stop because they're training me through the ways that they taught me through. Through through visuals and auditory, they're training me. And it's like, it's not like, it's abnormal when you can feel the presence of other people inside you. Or not inside, it's probably use of conscious projection and projecting of sound waves. They call it a form of telepathy, but it's just sound waves directed at my body, I believe, but also possibly telepathy and microwave broadcast and satellite based broadcast where they're all kind of connected and looking in. But they're it's these shootings of visuals, they're all connected. It's like they're everything I look at. They're using it as a form of as I said, everything that I do, everything that through conscious projection, the consciously project a mind wipe, and plus the use of technology and body jumping. The use those around me, those mentality when I go out in society. Not all, but a few. Use everything by commentating on everything I do. And with these visual projections of my body, which is just another form of trying to, it's disturbing, but it's scare tactics. But it's another way of them, through the use of objects and games. It's how the mind wiping. Because I can't explain exactly how, but everything I look at the uses by trying to control my mind would keep me in hypnotic states, possibly remote neural monitoring of neurotoxins or they're collectively trying to control my brain. It's like they're using these very varied ways of technology, common like a satellite-based broadcaster through conscious projection and remote neural monitoring. Like they're auditory communicating these games into my mind. Or everything I see, and it's another form of it's where I've been kept in a hypnotic state while they consciously project, introduce the visuals, or trying to mind wipe. But it's not just that there's all these other things going on, and right now you can feel them trying to, because with short term and long term active memory, it's like they can play around with it. So over the years, when I was out in society, I've written down a lot of what all this is. But in turn, I'm just as well. I'm just trying to explain what's happening every day and how these life forms, as I said, the black and white squares in this reality represent the life forms that exist within this reality. Plus, there's probably many other more. And as I said, it's these life forms playing around with consciousness, experimenting on consciousness and souls, and by consciousness projection. I mentioned in previous videos, with it since childhood, with targeted individuals that are certain aspects of humanity, whatever life forms exist here, because everything, as I said, has been alive since I was a child. But they're playing around where individuals like myself and other targeted individuals I've mentioned in previous videos, where, as I said, they're experimenting on us through by visual and auditory, trying to control our brain through hive minds and technology and microwave broadcast and satellite-based broadcast. And using us as just everything that they're doing is, I don't know. I'm using all these techniques over the last couple of years to make me feel helpless. I know it's at a stage where it's just that I'm confused about that. I'm just confused, but it's done so much to me. I can see that, as I said, I was reading up on articles where you can see if everything I've been told since I was a child is a lie, like what is true within this reality. Because it's like it's like everything is, as I said, it's controlled in this reality. As I mentioned with, I don't know why I keep going over, but as I mentioned with, it's like they use every form of the system that's attacking me, those that are attacking me, whether it's spiritual or demonic or these microwave broadcasts. It's like what's attacking me is, it's not showing me, it's like as I mentioned in previous videos, that with live TV and when I used to watch football, as I said, I used to love football, but it's like everything, it's like, as I said, they're using this projection of a broadcast at me that's trying to control my behavior. And when I'm watching these live events or these live TV, this microwave broadcast, that's, as I said, this reality is probably built up of frequencies or it's something different than what I've been told since I was a child. And it's like directing, telling, it's like it's directing other people what to do just to show me that everything in this reality is involved in the experimentation with target individuals. It's like it's a form of social control to drive targets into insanity. And not social control, but social manipulation. Where it's all about mind control. And as I mentioned in my previous video last night, it's like, well, also when I'm watching this, it's trying to damage my mind with it's to be storylines and live feeds where, like I said, the commentary on a football match or the live or the broadcast of certain events, if I'm watching certain aspects of live media or even TV programs, it's like to visually try to build up pictures of visuals of I don't know where they're coming from. As I said, it's either through possession or technology, where they're trying to build visuals in my mind that aren't coming from my own mind. I'm trying to play around with emotions. And they can use it for absolutely horrific reasons. Not use it, but as I said, it's like them trying to build their realities through technology or body jumping in my mind. And as I said, I just try to ignore it. And it could be well, it's put internet's whatever it is and whatever's occurring, whether it's a microwave broadcast or these people projecting consciousness or body jumping, or they're trying to build realities of attacking, not realities of attacking, but realities of where they're attacking not just myself and who I've been for 34 years, but attacking people I care about and their well-being. It just makes me not trust anything in this reality. It's an aspect of why I don't like this reality, but it's also an aspect of how this reality is and everything in it, and how they're all obsessed with evil and trying to not just think of I've just played around with myself long enough with regards to mind wiping, consciousness wiping, with regards to that. Like, as I said, I don't like this reality. Pretty much sure I don't want to be a part of it. But like I've had enough of because it's like they're attacking through me or trying to build visuals in my mind is wherever it's coming from. I'm trying to making me see instances of stuff that are not making me see, but they're visually projecting these it's bad enough trying to be mind wiped and soul wiped and people trying to build their realities in me and where they're trying to act like themselves through conscious projection within myself. it's like they're as I said, try to play around with the mess. The people I care about, they're trying to they're trying to, they're just projecting images in my mind, or visuals in my mind of people I care about, and they're trying to make me control my behavior around, but they don't want me to. They're trying to. It's hard to explain. They're just trying to make me not. But they're trying to confuse my soul and confuse my mind, and they're trying to make me not care about people I love. The only person that's looked after me my whole life for 24 years, and as I said, as I said, what's doing this to me is only demonic evil could do what they're doing to me and my mind. Because that's where it's like I can always feel the presence of other people inside me, and whether it's through conscious projection that's making it feel like possession, or it is possession, or it's a microwave broadcast where they're trying to make me feel like possessed. But as I said before, that they use many mechanisms that it's so mind-boggling. But it's like it's like they always want me to. It's like, yeah, they always want me to feel them around me, not just feel them around me with these possession-based tactics, or as I said, a microwave broadcast, or these consciousness projections that they're trying to make me, as I said, they're playing around with everything in my mind, both visually and verbally or auditory. Because it was, and they're using variant ways of where they're using it's another form of soul wiping and mind wiping, where they're trying to make me relive my pastime memories of when I was growing up, when I used to play football and stuff, and using, or they probably have collected memories of me my whole life through implants or technology inserted inside my body. So So now that they're playing around with them, as I said, it's a form of falsified memory management, where they're in certain. For instance, if I used to play, when I used to play football, the memories in certain hours of these people that I reside with trying to mimic my memories. It's like they're trying to completely dissociate myself from myself through all these varied ways. And it's like every day I wake up, I can feel these people in my locality, they use certain aspects to try and control me through noise sensitization and projection, but I can every day I wake up as a game to them instead of letting me live normally. I keep mentioning that in all my other videos. And as I said, they're using all aspects and social media timelines to, and through the use of microwave broadcasts or possession or body jumping, they're using it to try and make me see everything differently, where they're trying to build visuals in my mind. And like as I said, like it's the timelines, but when you open a web browser and you have all these news storylines and whatever images are in the news storylines of celebrities or footballers or whatever people are in these images, then they even use the projection of visuals of these images on my body. And as I said, with this reality, it's like it's built on frequencies, or it's not what I was taught it was when I was a child, and it's like they can go around this reality at speed. So as I said, it's either technology protecting using with this being a digital technological reality that can just automatically project images. They're using neurotoxins to play tricks in my mind. They're using primitive technology that I probably don't even know about to project these images, because they're using all these very techniques and projections and consciousness projection, brainwave projections. And what they're trying to, it's just all a mechanism to build confusion. Not just to build confusion, but to build or to play around with my existence. Because I can feel other people trying to, because it's like they're possessed to try to mimic behavior in all the senses of myself, or to use certain technologies or projections to mess. It's either one of the three, and through this way they're possibly my whole life they're